This is 11:80 a.m. with your host, Arthur Vance, coming to you deep within the Adirondack Mountains, bringing to you another midnight broadcast from 12 a.m. all the way to 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Welcome, listeners. Or perhaps, lost souls is a more fitting term for those who tune in at this hour. Again, I'm your host, Arthur Vance, and you've found your way to the Numberless station. Tonight, we explore the spaces where the numbers cease to make sense, where patterns break down and the rules simply don't apply. We delve into the realm of the uncountable, the unmeasured, and the unseen. Have you ever felt a sense of wrongness, a feeling that something is just out of place, that the world around you is not quite as it should be? That, my friends, is what we here call the signal. They say numbers are the language of the universe, but what happens when that language breaks down? What happens when the universe speaks in a tongue we cannot comprehend? Tonight, we will attempt to translate. Prepare yourselves, for what you are about to hear cannot be counted. It cannot be measured. It can only be experienced. Welcome to the Numberless station. Now let's get to the lines. And remember, folks, if you have a strange, bizarre, or scary story to tell, well, we'd like to hear it. Let's check the lines. Okay, we have Sam from Bolton Landing. Sam, you're on the air. What's on your mind, my friend?
Hello?
Sam, let's dial down your radio. It looks like we're getting a bit of echo. Sam, you're on the air.
Oh, sorry. I'm a long hauler, currently driving an I-90 east towards Albany. So, well, I'm noticing something kind of odd the past 20 miles or so as I truck along here. Yeah, well, in my mirrors, I've been noticing a light. I know what you're thinking, another vehicle. I initially passed it on as some guy with his high beams on, giving me a tough time, but the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm thinking it's coming from above in the sky.
Above I-90?
Yes, I'm currently on.
Sam, in the sky, you say? Describe it if you can.
Oh, it's more like I suppose a star, but not. It's too bright, too bright and too big. And it moves. Man, does it move. It moves weird. Not like a plane or a helicopter. Nothing like I've seen. More like maybe a drifting leaf, but, well, made of light. Call me crazy, but I think it's starting to make my radio fuzzy, too, with interference. Wait, it looks like to be getting brighter. No, I think it's just gaining on me.
Sam, maybe you need to pull over.
Look, it's closer now, and I'm noticing more of them.
More, you say? Can you describe them?
Not just one now, but 3? Maybe 4.
Stay safe, my friend.
They're all somewhat clustered together, it's hard to tell. Now they appear to be weaving around each other, maybe, kind of like, fireflies, but bigger, obviously. And the light, it seems to be pulsating now. Oh, but I've slowly noticed the air in my cab. It's almost like there's static electricity or something.
Static electricity, you say? Very strange.
Has anyone else called in on this? I can't be the only one witnessing this.
Folks, if any of you are on I-90 and are witnessing anything out of the ordinary, please call in.
Okay, Dave, something new. My rig's acting up. The engine's sputtering a bit. Lights seem to be flickering ever so often.
Sam, do you need help?
No, negative. Just got the rig inspected last week. The radio, it's nothing. Now it's nothing but static. Just a high-pitched whine. Dave, I'm getting a real bad feeling about this.
Sam, are you there? Please, exercise caution.
My gut's telling me to floor it and get the hell out of here.
That's very disturbing.
But wait, now this asshole, well, they're right above me. I can see the outline. Yeah, it's huge. It's dark. It's a dark object, but the light, it's coming through it like a spotlight. It's looking like I can't really understand the shape of it. Oh, geez. I think they're dropping something. Something's falling from it. It's bright like a flare, but bigger, and it's got a tail like a comet, and it's heading straight towards the road, right in front of me. It's heading straight towards the road in front of me. I think I have to pull off now. I can actually feel the heat radiating through my windshield. I'm pulling off over now. I'm trying to pull over, but the steering's gone. It's all loose, like it's fighting me. Something's touching the cab. It's like a low hum that's going right through it. I can't see anything out there. It's such little visibility. I don't know.
Sam appears to have lost contact. A reminder to all listeners, driving while experiencing unusual phenomena can be hazardous. Please exercise caution, and if you see anything unusual, refrain from staring directly at it. Now, let's move on. We have a caller named Martha from Saranac Lake.
Hi, am I on the air? Okay, well, I heard your last caller, and I'm not sure what I'm witnessing is connected, but I'm out on my porch right now while speaking to you, and well, I live in a farmhouse. We've got roughly 20 acres, some of which is dedicated to a corn crop. And I've noticed a light blue, almost strobe-like light emanating from the field.
Martha, how long has this been going on?
Best guess a good 20 minutes, but could be longer. I noticed it 20 minutes ago.
Is there anything else you can describe other than the light you're witnessing?
Yes, a faint hum. Oh wait, there's something moving in the corn stalks.
What do you see, Martha?
I see the stalks moving around, like something is moving through them.
Martha, are you safe?
I've got Marshall with me, my German Shepherd.
Okay, but I advise you to get indoors the moment you begin to feel unsafe.
Something is almost visible now. I can't quite make it out. Marshall, no! My damn dog just darted into the cornfield.
Martha, what's going on? Are you okay?
Marshall! Here, boy! My dog! I hear him whimpering. I need to go in there after him.
Well, folks, I don't even know where to begin after that. Martha's call, it just cut off. I'm hoping, truly hoping that she's all right and that Marshall is okay too. You heard it yourselves, that fear in her voice. It was palpable. And now, Dorothy just handed me this bulletin from the Associated Press. 2 planes, a Southwest 737 out of Detroit, Airbus from LaGuardia, both down near Lake Placid, but no wreckage found yet. That's just baffling. I know what some of you might be thinking, connecting these 3 seemingly separate events, a truck driver first-hand account, a strange light in a cornfield, and 2 missing airliners. It sounds far-fetched, I know. But after hearing both those calls back to back, well, it's hard not to feel a knot of unease in my stomach. We're going to stay on top of this news about the missing planes, of course. We'll bring you any updates as soon as we get them. In the meantime, if anyone out there knows Martha or the first caller, please try to reach out and make sure they're safe. This is certainly a strange night here on the Numberless station. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll try to get some perspective on this news from Lake Placid and, well, everything else. Don't go anywhere.
Have you been injured? Bear attack maybe? Mini pony mauling? Piñata mishap? Well then look no further. Myself and my team of professional attorneys got your back. For over 20 years, Bobby Goodman and Associates has been standing up for the little guy. There's nothing we won't take on. From sudden animal attacks to subbing your toe, Goodman covers that elusive fighting with inanimate objects clause many firms won't get near. So give us a call at 585-777-999 or come on in. Walk-ins are welcome.
Welcome back to the Midnight Hour Numberless station. I'm your host, Arthur Vance. Folks, I wish I had more concrete information for you regarding those missing flights or our caller, Martha. The news wires are still relatively quiet on both fronts, which, honestly, doesn't exactly ease my nerves. Dorothy here is frantically working the phones, trying to get in touch with any authorities near Lake Placid, anyone who might have heard or seen something. It's a vast area, of course, and if there truly isn't any wreckage yet, well, it raises a lot of unsettling questions. As for Martha, her location, she mentioned a farmhouse with about 20 acres and a corn crop. That could be anywhere in a pretty wide radius around here, couldn't it? It's the kind of landscape many of us are familiar with. That blue strobe-like light, and that hum, and then her dog running into the field, and that whimper. Oh, Martha, I truly hope you're all right. We've had a few calls come in since the news bulletin. A lot of concerned listeners, understandably so. Some are speculating, trying to connect the dots themselves. I want to caution everyone against jumping to conclusions, but I can't deny that the timing of these events is peculiar. One caller, a gentleman named Earl from just outside of Batavia, mentioned seeing some unusual aerial activity last night. He described lights moving erratically in the sky, much faster than any conventional aircraft he's ever seen. Now, Earl is a retired commercial pilot, so he knows his planes. He dismissed it at the time, figured it was some sort of military exercise he wasn't privy to, but now he's wondering. Another call came in from a woman near again the Saranac Lake region. She didn't see anything unusual in the sky, but she did mention her dog acting very agitated last night, barking incessantly at something unseen outside. And this morning she found several of her chickens missing, with no sign of predators, just gone. These stories are adding up, and with Martha's fear and the missing planes, it all feels connected in a way that's hard to ignore. We're dedicated to uncovering the truth behind these events, and we'll keep you informed as we receive more information. Stay close, folks. In the meantime, if anyone has seen or heard anything unusual, please reach out to us. Your tips could be vital in piecing this puzzle together. This is a strange night indeed, and your vigilance might just help us find the answers we so desperately seek. As we continue this broadcast, we invite you to stay alert and share your thoughts with us. Every detail matters. We'll check in with the search teams at Lake Placid shortly for any updates, but until then, let's not lose sight of Martha and those who may need our help. Remember, folks, this is your station too. Your voices matter, and together we can uncover the truth behind these mysterious events. All right, folks, it's well past midnight here in the Adirondacks, and the darkness outside seems to mirror the unsettling questions hanging in the air. We're still waiting for any substantial updates on the missing aircrafts near Lake Placid, and our hearts are still heavy with concern for Martha. The phone lines have been busy, and I want to thank everyone who's called in with their observations. Let's go to our next caller. Good evening. You're on the Numberless station.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call. My name's Dale, and I live out in Canandaigua. Last night, around maybe 11 p.m., my power flickered a few times. Nothing major, but then my TV started acting weird. The screen went all staticky, and there was this high-pitched whine coming from the speakers. It only lasted for maybe 30 seconds, but it was really unsettling. And then, just as suddenly as it started, it stopped. My neighbor said he had the same thing happen.
Thank you, Dale. Intermittent power issues and strange electronic interference. We'll add that to the growing list. Let's go to our next caller. Good evening, you're on the air.
Emergency alert. This is a broadcast message from the National Emergency Alert System. Date: Sunday, April 6, 2025. Time: 1:29 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Attention all residents of upstate New York and surrounding areas. We have received credible reports and visual confirmations of an unidentified aerial object exhibiting unusual flight patterns and characteristics in the airspace above our region. Description: the object is described as a dark metallic disk with a bright, silent light, showing unusual lights and movements. It has been observed in the Adirondack region of upstate New York, moving erratically, traveling at high speed in the western sky. At this time, authorities are investigating this phenomenon and working to determine its nature and potential impact. We advise all residents to remain calm and take the following precautions. Do not attempt to approach or interact with the object. Maintain a safe distance. Seek shelter indoors. If you are currently outdoors, please proceed to the nearest secure building. Monitor local news channels, radio stations, and official social media accounts for updates and further instructions. Do not rely on unverified information from social media or other unofficial sources. Report any new sightings or unusual activity to local law enforcement only if it is immediately pertinent to public safety. Please do not overload emergency lines with general inquiries. Avoid creating unnecessary traffic or congestion. Emergency services may need to move freely. Be prepared for potential disruptions to communications and utilities. While not anticipated, it is prudent to be aware. This is not confirmed to be a hostile event. These precautions are being taken out of an abundance of caution to ensure public safety while authorities assess the situation. Further updates will be provided as soon as they become available. Please remain indoors and monitor official information sources. This concludes this emergency alert broadcast.
Well, this story has definitely taken another turn. Let's get some better insight into what maybe be at play here.
Good evening, Dave. My name is Colonel Richard Barnes, retired Air Force.
Colonel Barnes, thank you for calling. We've just experienced a nationwide emergency alert regarding unidentified aerial phenomena. Based on your experience, sir, do you have any insight into what might be happening?
Dave, based on what you and your previous callers have described, the lights, the strange aircraft movements, the escalating nature of the events, and now this alert. Well, in my opinion, this has the hallmarks of a classic, albeit terrifying, strategic operation.
Strategic operation, Colonel. Can you elaborate?
Think of it in phases, Dave. You mentioned a smaller contingent, a probe, as it were. That initial caller who saw the single light, the humming, that could have been initial reconnaissance, getting a feel for the environment, observing our reactions.
Formations of lights, the stalled vehicles, then the power outages, the silence.
That sounds like a larger force moving in, probing deeper, finding vulnerabilities, observing infrastructure, perhaps even testing our capabilities, our power grids, our communication networks, as your listeners have reported experiencing.
That fits into this theory.
Precisely, Dave. You turn off the lights, as you put it. You create confusion, disorientation. You make the environment hostile and unpredictable. It allows them to operate with less resistance, to further assess the situation while we're in the dark, both literally and figuratively. It also breeds fear, which is a powerful weapon in itself.
But the emergency alert, do not interact.
That's the corral and capture phase beginning, Dave. You tell the populace to stay put, to not interfere. This minimizes resistance, makes it easier to control the population. Simultaneously, while we're all locked in our homes, they can move freely, targeting key infrastructure, communication hubs, transportation networks, anything that would allow for an organized response.
Colonel, this sounds incredibly ominous.
It is, Dave. The speed at which this seems to be unfolding is also a key indicator. A swift, decisive operation leaves reactionary forces at a significant disadvantage. We're seeing that play out in real time. The lack of official information, the overwhelmed emergency services, it all points to a highly coordinated and rapid sequence of events.
So, Colonel, what do you believe is the ultimate goal here?
Dave, based on my training and experience, the goal is control, complete and utter control. Whether that's temporary or permanent, and by whom, that's the terrifying unknown. But the steps we've witnessed tonight, they are textbook for establishing dominance in a swift and decisive manner.
Colonel Barnes, thank you for your chillingly insightful perspective. Folks, I don't know what to say. A retired Air Force colonel laying out a scenario like that, it's deeply unsettling. We are still under that federal emergency alert. Please, remain indoors. Stay safe. And we will continue to broadcast as long as we can, hoping to bring you any further information in this unfolding crisis. The implications of Colonel Barnes's words hang heavy in the air, folks. Control. Complete and utter control. It's a stark and terrifying prospect, especially coupled with the silence from official channels. Our phones here at the station continue to ring, but it's just static now, a constant, unsettling hiss that underscores our isolation. Dorothy is glued to her monitors, cycling through every available news feed, every emergency scanner, but there's nothing. It's as if a switch has been flipped, and the world outside our small studio has gone silent. Think back to those initial calls. Dale's flickering lights in Canandaigua, Agnes's frantic cat, and the sudden absence of birds near Albion. Were these subtle precursors? Early indicators of something disrupting our normal environment, something that animals with their heightened senses might pick up on before us. And then Tom, the truck driver on I-81, witnessing those silent, perfectly formed lights moving with impossible speed. That wasn't some atmospheric phenomenon. That was technology far beyond what's publicly known. As we delve deeper into this mystery, the question remains, what exactly are we dealing with, and what do these sightings mean for us all? We're facing an unprecedented event, and it's essential that we stay informed and prepared for whatever may come next. Please, if you see anything unusual or experience any disruptions, report it immediately. Your safety is our priority. We're now going to take a quick break, but we will be back to give you all the latest. From all of us here at the Numberless station, my name is Arthur Vance. Keep your eyes to the stars and remember to stay always vigilant. So my listeners, do not lose sight of the fact that hopefulness is in the promise of tomorrow, for there is beauty in all we cannot yet see.